All right guys, we got a lot of stuff happening in this video. We will be taking heads off to the machine shop to get those done. We'll be stopping by the body shop to see what the body work looks like on prenup. I'm a little out of breath right now because I'm fat, but I'm in the gym. I'm 3 days strong. I'm actually liking it. I'm enjoying it. I'm able to go with my brother. It's a start, so I'm happy with that. We got the wheels right here behind us. Those wheels are going on the merch trailer out back, so we'll get Kyle. Actually, he's got the tires out here in the sun right now, so we will get those things all mounted up, put on the merch trailer. We're heading over to my buddy Joe Irwin's shop, Fast Forward Race Engines, and we are going to drop our heads off, our spare set of heads for prenup, the Lexus, so we have a spare set of heads for season 5 of No Prep Kings. The guys are out here right now. They're trying to figure out what's going on with the AC in the truck.
This thing has an air conditioning gremlin. It blows nice and cold. Everything works perfect when we're sitting here in the shop. As soon as you give it some throttle, she jumps up, it goes 90 degrees instantly. And the compressor never stops running.
So you done changed everything in the truck.
I don't like to be a parts changer, but unfortunately that's what we've done.
So what could it be?
At this point, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm thinking about it like all day, every day, and I really do not know.
Will we be able to get those mounted up today?
Today or tomorrow, yeah.
All right. We'll get those on. I'm gonna go drop these heads off, and then I'm gonna go look at prenup to see what it looks like painted.
Oh yeah, send me. You got painted?
Yeah, painted.
Oh shit! Send me a picture of it when you get it.
All right, I'll see y'all later. All right guys, so before we head off to drop the heads off, I wanted to stop over by the body shop guy real quick. Support your local guys. Michael has done a lot of body work for me in the years. He has painted quite a few cars for us, so I will always support him. Always support your local small town guys. So he does a phenomenal job for me. He sent me photos last night, but I haven't got to see it. Y'all already know the color is white, but before we head over there, I just wanted to show y'all a quick glance real quick. He did tell me that he started on the front end. He's still got to sand it all down and everything. I guess wet sand it. I'm not a painter, so I don't know what all needs to happen, but he said it'll have more shine to it. But come over here, says danger, do not enter. That's actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna come in here real quick. I'm already looking at it and it looks phenomenal. I love it. Y'all already know that it is white. So I'm gonna pan and tilt the camera real quick, show y'all. The front end will be going down and getting customized, where we will have the front grille, the headlights, the logos, everything. So this thing is factory appealing, but the white looks so much better than what the wrap did last year. But man, look at that. That looks phenomenal. So he's working on the doors. He's getting the doors and all that. But as of right now, he has done the front end. Holy crap. That's awesome. And if you can see, this is what the white will look like on the wrap. Make sure I don't hit nothing. And you can see the difference between the white here and the white that we're painting. Man, I'm actually blown away. I am so glad that I decided to paint this car instead of wrapping it. That awesome. Camera's gonna be mad at me because I'm throwing his wing around. But like I said, guys, support your local paint and body guys. Support your local small businesses. Michael has done phenomenal for me. I love his work. It's doing awesome. We have also got hooked up with a company out of Atlanta. We'll be talking about them too, where we are going to be putting a paint correction type wrap on it and a clear coat. So we will be getting with them. We'll be traveling to Atlanta. There's a lot of things that we got to do before the first race of the season, but because we're getting this thing painted, I don't want the thing chipping. I don't want nothing being messed up with it. So they told me that if I brought it up there to them, they would get me knocked in and knocked out and ready to go on to our first race. So just wanted to come show y'all real quick, see what the progress is like on prenup, and then we will be heading to drop the heads off at Joe's shop and try to talk to him a little bit about what the progress is to be able to get those done. What's up? How you doing?
Good. Working out?
Hanging out. I like the color. Color came out badass. So just imagine that white along the whole entire car, all our sponsor logos on there, and you can actually see who's sponsoring us this year in the link in the description down below. I have all my sponsors set up right there, plus the schedule for this NPK season. If we're coming out by y'all come hang out, y'all come have fun. But I can't wait to see what this thing is gonna look like 100% done with a paint job. So you just got to see the inside of Fast Forward Race Engines. This is a buddy of mine, Joe. I have known Joe since I was a little kid. We're gonna get him to actually talk about it a little bit. I was probably like, I think 13 or 14 when I met Joe. He used to be closer by us. He moved to the shop out here, Newport Richey, Florida. He's doing phenomenal. He really doesn't do nothing race car related no more. And I'm gonna get him to explain a little bit more about it, but shop is phenomenal. I've been out here probably, I think, 3 times in the last, I don't know, 2-3 years. So I'm very happy with what he's got going on. You can see the assembly room. It's very nice, very clean. He will be tearing our heads down. He will be checking the valves. He'll be checking the spring pressure, looking at everything, looking at all the seats, just make sure everything's good so we can have a good set of spare heads rolling into season 5 of No Prep Kings. But let's go ahead and head inside real quick. Let's talk to Joe. Let's see what his game plan is and when he thinks we'll be able to pick these things back up.
You worked for us for a little bit, and you put the first engine on back.
Maybe we don't put that in there.
Skip the fucking put the block on there backwards. All right. I mean, dude, realistically, I was thinking about it the other day. I mean, bro, the first time you went to the racetrack and drove your first like full car or anything down the track was with me, your dad, and the Mustang.
Yep.
Right? The NA big block.
The NA big block. I think I was like 15 at the time. 14.
And it was fast, bro. The first night you went 530s or something at Sunshine, I think, or something, right? I mean, it was 140 mile an hour or something, 138 or 39 mile an hour.
That was big for us. And then we moved on to the nitro stuff, and then now
so
we just
dude,
progressed.
that was the first burnout, bro, like at the racetrack, like the first everything, and dude, you did really good.
I think that's probably when racing was the funnest.
Yeah, we had fun back then at Ultra Street and then X275. It was Fat Boy Racing, bro.
Fat Boy Racing.
Right?
And then we moved on to Swangang. But anyways, guys, this is Joe Irwin. He owns Fast Forward Race Engines. I have known him since I was a little kid. I actually was working for him at one time when I first started out. I was about 14 years old. We got a pretty funny story. I'm gonna let him explain it to you real quick. I have came a long way from that day. That was pretty rough right there.
A long way.
A long way.
Yeah. So Justin was looking for something to do. I think it was summertime or something along those lines. And he needed a place to work, so he came to work for the shop for a little bit. And obviously we all raced together and stuff, and big country and whatnot. And I said, hey man, go put that block on a stand. We'll get that thing washed up, you know? And I came back out there and he's like, hey, I got that thing on the stand, you know? And I came out there and the block was on the stand backwards.
Yeah.
You know, so the front of the engine was on the actual engine stand side, you know? So no big deal, it does happen. But I was like, hey, roll that thing back around, let's swap it around. And from that point, it never happened again. But yeah, man, that's how far you've came, man.
A long ways. Now we're running NPK on TV.
Yeah, you know, for sure. And you're building your own engines, you know, you're freshening them up yourself, and you're driving good. I mean, like, dude, the whole 9 yards, you know? So it's just grinding every day, you know?
So what like I was just explaining to them, y'all don't really do a whole lot of racing stuff no more, as in my type of racing.
Yeah, no, we built our knowledge based off of building those kind of engines.
Okay.
The big drag race stuff, you know, everything brakes, fixing it, learning how to do it all right, you know. Now we pretty much do production style stuff. Our main thing is the Ford Coyote platform. Really everything over like 1,000 horsepower up to about 2,300 horsepower. And we do a lot of them, you know, probably do 120 of those, you know, yearly.
That's crazy.
The Coyote engine alone, yeah. We do those. We do some Viper engines for a private label deal. We do all of like Victor's induction, you know, performance stuff. So we do all their engines for those guys. So all private label stuff. Very little walk-in work.
How long have y'all been here at this facility?
We've been at this location for almost 5 years. Yeah.
Do you ever plan on moving, or is this a?
I hope not. I hope
I'm
not.
saying, like, do you,
yeah.
I mean, as it's getting bigger, do
yeah, I mean, I don't know how
need
much
more?
bigger we're going to take it. I think maybe the next one will be our last one.
Okay.
One more move, you know what I mean? And that'll probably be our last move, yeah.
How many guys you got work here now?
7.
Plus you? So,
Including me, 7,
okay.
yeah. I work every day, so yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm stoked.
Yeah, this is some of the stuff we do. Like, this is a Coyote here. AJ here puts all of the Coyote engines together.
What's up, buddy?
This here is a GT350. It's just going together. Nothing too crazy with this build. Like 1,200 horsepower build, 1,000,
But they go in little street cars.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, some of them, you know, have been 6s at 206, 204. So yeah, dude, they're definitely a bunch of race cars.
What's this
for
one?
sure. This is a Gen 3 Coyote that's going together here. You can see it's fully sleeved. We do all the sleeving, the O-ringing, everything in-house.
So it's more like a one-stop shop.
For this type stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, for this type stuff. Yeah, we don't really step out of line anymore. We kind of stay in our lane, you know. We kind of help out a little bit every now and then, like, you know, you need some help with some stuff, you know. A couple other guys we do some quick stuff for, but nothing too crazy, man. Yeah, no new work as far as that stuff's concerned. You know?
So what exactly are you going to be doing with my heads, and what's the time frame? What are we looking like?
Well, the biggest thing with yours is just making sure that they're all good, you know, like they were running. We'll take them apart, we'll check the valve lengths, make sure the valves aren't trying to tool up or anything like that. So we just want to make sure that that's all good, make sure the valves don't have any run out in them. We'll check the seats to make sure they don't have any run out. Normally, the only thing you have to do is cut the seats. Usually the valves have a CRN coating on them, so the faces stay flat. They don't ditch or anything like that. So really just making sure that they're sealed up. That's about all we really need to do, you know. Seal them up, make sure your valve spring pressures and heights are all good, so you guys could just keep putting springs on them while you're at the track.
Okay.
Yep.
So when can I pick them up?
You said spare heads?
Yeah,
spare heads. Yeah.
I don't need them until
a couple weeks.
April 8th.
Yeah,
so that's when our first race is. So I just want to have a spare set of heads going into our season. I seen one dude drop a valve last year and it scared me.
Yeah, you definitely need to have them with you.
So I went ahead and bought a spare set of heads.
Yep. You got to have them with you at all times, bro. When you're racing like you are, you got to have spare parts ready to go.
I don't think I've ever seen that many cranks in a room.
Well, we try to keep them all organized. They keep them in the temperature, you know, so it stays on size. They don't rust.
What do you mean by stay on size?
Well, from out there to in here, it changes about 4/10 based on what the ambient air temps is. So, like, if it's summertime, it's 90 degrees out there. This is 72 at all times.
Okay.
It comes in here, it's about 4/10 of a difference. About half the thickness of the hair on your head.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How did y'all manage to come up with something like that?
Well, we measure everything.
Okay.
You know, every single little thing. He holds all these bearing clearances in this engine right here within 2/10. So Ray does the crankshafts, gets the crankshafts where AJ needs them. Once they come in here and everything comes to temperature, they'll measure them all up. The blocks are the same way. They got to get a certain size out there. Jared hits a certain housing bore size, then it has to come in here. Once it comes in here, AJ validates it all and makes sure that it's, you know, all on size and everything that we targeted out there, and everything's correct, it goes together.
Okay.
But everything out there has to be right before it comes in here. Once it comes in here, it comes to temperature. He validates it, makes any moves that he needs to, and then assembles it. Yeah.
Right now, you were telling me parts are hard to get right now.
Parts are hard to get.
Is it hard to get for everybody, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get for everybody right now. A lot of it's going to be based on how you get them and who you get them from and stuff. But yeah, it's hard right now. It's tough to do a lot of volume of the same stuff. And then you also run into an instance where you have a guy like your kind of engine that needs a single valve.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have it. And his racing season's on hold for 10 to 12 weeks, 16 weeks for a single valve. So it's difficult right now for sure.
Do you think it'll pick back up, or?
I hope so.
Or you think
I
it's
hope
gonna
so.
get worse?
It better.
Just grind every day, bro, and try to figure it out. I mean, you can't be, be too worried about it. You just got to figure out ways to get around it. You know.
Let's head outside real quick and let's show them around what basically everything that y'all got going on.
Sure.
That means you gotta get your ass back to work.
Yeah, all right.
For sure.
That's pretty dope right there.
Yeah, a little display.
Hey, where's the piston at? I remember you showing me. I think it was your dad's or something.
Oh, some of the old stuff?
Yeah. Didn't you have one that was like melted together?
Yeah,
You still got it?
Yeah, I got some old stuff. This is our old helmets. So this is my grandfather's, mine, my dad's.
Hell
All of
yeah.
our
I can see you had radio in yours.
Yeah. New stuff, yeah. Yeah, but this is actually the boat that it was out of.
How long ago was that?
1976.
This is the piston?
Yeah. 76, they won the
What the hell
Gold
kind of
Cup.
motor hold a piston that big?
Allison V12 deal.
Wasn't happy.
No, yeah. They had buttons in them, so it doesn't, pretty neat. Dykes ring. Still
That's
back
crazy.
then. And then my dad was driving the boat after the event. They had a crew kind of drive-in deal. My dad blew it over and wrecked it, destroyed it, yeah.
That ain't good.
1976, yeah.
How fast some things go?
I think that one would run 180 or 90, I think they said he wrecked it at 170 or so. Yeah, destroyed the boat, got hurt. Yeah, it was the end of it all.
See, I remember seeing that whenever we were a kid.
Yeah, I'll never get rid of that, yeah.
That's actually pretty dope right there.
Pretty cool, yeah. Pretty cool stuff.
All right, well, let's head outside real quick.
Okay.
Let's show them everything that y'all do out here. And then we got to get up out of here because I got to go back and I got work to do. I actually work now.
So cylinder head department, if we do valve work and stuff, it happens on this machine. This is what we do valve job with. We have form cutters that you'll do the valve work with. Different cutters for different heads and whatnot. There's a block side of the department. Everything gets honed in here. We just ordered a new hone actually, so we'll have a new hone on the way, about 3 or 4 months. Blocks obviously going through. Our line hone work. Here's some coyotes that are ready go through. That's Jared. This is our block surfacer or head surfacer. We mainly surface heads on this thing. Crankshaft department. So this is where we do all of our drilling for our heavy metal. Crankshaft sits in here, gets drilled for Mallory.
Yeah.
Gets pressed in there, gets polished here, gets balanced here. So everything gets balanced here. This is essentially like a wheel balancer.
But it's just for your crank.
Just for your crankshaft, right? Gets it within under 1 gram, half a gram or so.
What the hell is that thing?
CNC machine.
you-
We're doing block work.
Oh, you big time now.
Well, we're working on it.
Did you have to go learn how to run it?
Yeah, a little bit for sure. So one of the neat things is I have tooling that's dedicated just for what we do, so it never gets changed. So the tooling's always the exact same. This is, right now we're running the finished machine work on it, but we do machine them 4 sleeves. Here's a couple blocks that are all done, all the finished work done.
That's badass.
Yeah, yep. All in the one machine, then it'll come out and get honed and everything else, yeah.
All right, guys, well, that was a little tour of the shop. You got to see basically what Joe does. He is handling my stuff for the racing. There's my heads. I brought him a set of valves and I brought him springs. Those springs do, Kyle told me they got 30 runs on them, so I want to change them.
Yep.
So just for sure, let's change those.
Okay.
But I wanted to go ahead and show y'all just a quick tour real quick of what he's got going on over here. He does not do a whole lot of racing stuff. It's more the coyote stuff. And you do boat stuff too, right? A lot of boats?
Yeah, I did it for sure, but yeah, not anymore.
But anyways, I will have his link down below in the description, so you'll be able to click on it. I'm sure y'all got a website.
Facebook and stuff,
Yeah,
website's
Facebook,
close, yeah.
We'll be putting that in there, so if y'all want to click on it, if y'all got anything that y'all want to come over here, possibly if they do it. I mean, he does phenomenal work. He's close by me, so it's a lot easier to send my shit over here than it is to send it to Proline. So I want to thank him. He's going to be getting those done. Maybe I'll be able to get them back sooner than what he's expecting, because I don't want to be without him. Look at him.
So anyways, guys, I'm about to head back to the house. We got some more work to do, and we'll be picking up the front end later on because it is getting painted today. We'll be picking up the doors, taking those over to Cameron's to be able to get the windows installed, and then we'll be taking the front end down to Sarasota so we can get the logos and everything installed on that. But I'll see y'all in the next clip. All right, guys, so we're back at the house. Got the water in today. This is a half-gallon jug, so I drank 2 of these throughout the day, so I am drinking a gallon of water a day. 3rd day in, it's doing phenomenal. I do like this jug. It's got some stuff on it, like it tells you when to drink it and all that. I don't really look at that, but I do try to get in at least a gallon a day, if not more. But that's good right now. But a buddy of mine just showed up. Y'all seen the music that's inside my truck. We are taking the music out of the truck because I am selling the truck. I'm selling the truck. The reason why is because I got to carry a merch trailer this year for season 5 of No Prep Kings. Carrying the merch trailer, I don't want to be traveling around the world in a lifted truck, so I am going to get a stock Ford. I'm looking for an F250 or an F450. They are extremely hard to get right now, but I have my eye on a few of them. We're trying to get it. But I called my buddy, told him that I wanted to put music inside the trailer. We have been talking about this for a long time, so we are designing some stuff right now. I'm going to let him explain a little bit about what we're going to be putting in the trailer and approximately how loud it'll be. So what are we putting inside here?
We are going to do 16 mids, 12 tweeters, 16 tweeters, I'm sorry, 6 12s, and 5 amplifiers, and a standalone charging system.
So how loud is this going to be?
Your
like if you were standing right here, how far could you be away and listen to it? And music's going to be inside and outside.
Yeah. I mean, that's the point. When you're at the track working, you want to be able to hear the sound. So we're going to have stuff here. All this is going to be molded. So when you open your doors, nothing
both sides?
outside. Everything is inside and it's secure out of the weather. Open up your doors. You can jam while you're working on prenup. Upstairs, we're going to have subwoofers. It's going to resonate the sound. It's going to sound like you're standing right next to it when you're at the end of your driveway.
Hell yeah.
Basically, your truck times 12.
So we're gonna put, we got 3 going there.
Yes, 3 and 2 super tweeters each door.
So 2 super tweeters each door, even those 2 doors over there.
Yes, sir.
And then we got the 2 doors at the back are gonna have it.
Yep.
And then we're gonna, what are we putting inside those 4 speakers that's up there?
Put super tweeters because the rafters up top, I'm not want to cut into that. I want to keep the strength.
So we're gonna take those out and we're gonna put 4 of those in there. And then up top,
second level, we're going to do a horseshoe ported box with 6 12s.
hell yeah.
And standalone charging system, that way it doesn't interfere with anything with the truck. Separate charging for everything. It's gonna be loud.
So now when we lose first round, we can listen to music while we're loading up.
Absolutely. But hopefully we don't do that.
So anyway, guys, yeah, we're knocking things out. We got parts on the way back. We have the engine. They just hit me up and told me, Proline told me that we're able to come pick up the motor next week. So we'll be heading to Atlanta, Georgia to do that. We should be having prenup back by then, all painted. Everything's good. We're going to be going through, checking everything, figuring out what we got to do to get everything back together so we can get out tested for NPK season 5. But wanted to get music inside the trailer this year. That was a big thing. So just gave him a down payment, got that all ready. He's pulling measurements. He's going to have it all glassed in. So we're going to be bringing that to the channel too. But just wanted to give y'all a quick little update. So I'm about to go eat some lunch real quick. Come back, got a little bit more work to do, and then I'm off to the gym. So we are back over here at Michael's place. He has the front end and the doors done. We are picking them up. You can see he got the old work truck out there. She's all squatted, got the trailer hooked up because I need to take the front end down to Sarasota. It's about an hour and a half from here. We have to get logos and stuff put on the front end. Grill, headlights, everything to get ready. And then we got to take the doors over to Cameron's place so we can get the windows installed, everything done on the car. By that time, I'm hoping by the weekend, maybe this next video, we will have the car completely painted. But we're gonna show y'all the white. I think it came out flawlessly. We did get hooked up with a company out of Atlanta that's gonna do a paint protection and a clear coat deal that lays over the top of it. Same deal as like on Ryan Martin's car. So that will help us to be able to not
get the car so dirty. No rubber will stick to it. They told me that none of the paint will chip. If a rock hits it, anything on the racetrack, it'll help protect it. So did spend the money to be able to get this thing painted. I'm extremely happy with it. I can't wait to get the decals on the front of it to see what it's going to look like, a factory looking front end for a Lexus RC350, and then get the whole paint protection and everything on it. But we're actually going to show you real quick, and you can see right here, it looks killer. It's all white. It doesn't have no decals on the front of it, but it's got a nice clean look to it. They're out here working on a car right now, but we'll show you the doors real quick. They're about to start on the Lexus on the race car itself, but you can see we got the doors on as well. Check that deal out. Had them do a black trim right here due to the fact because that's where the window's gonna lay there, and the windows are dark in this car, so if we were gonna paint it white, even though it's dark, you would still see the white behind it. So that's why we did the black trim, but it looks phenomenal. I'm extremely happy with it. Yeah, I'm glad he's got these fans in here. That one there is kind of deadly. Holy shoot. This one even got a cage on it. You don't want to go up there and touch that. But they're gonna start working on the car, getting everything ready. We're gonna load those parts up. We gotta take it over to Cameron so they can put the windows in the car and also take the front end down south so we can get the decals put on. But we're steadily pushing on to get ready for season 5 of No Prep Kings. Now we get to see what the white looks like out here in the sun. Oh yeah.
She's bright.
She's gonna be bright. Hell yeah. Yeah, because Cameron and them are gonna put the windows in, and they're gonna put another titanium arm. Yeah. So it makes the windows and everything stronger. Cool. But I think everything's gonna be dope now. Oh yeah. And then once we get the whole car done, yeah, it's gonna be killer. So we got the doors over here. Hey Brian, hey jump, so we can see you over there. Dude, we can't even see. We make fun of Brian all the time. He got short man jokes. But we got the doors over here. We are gonna be leaving here. We are heading down south to drop our front end off, but Danny will be knocking out the windows. I already set them on there, and I'll drop a photo here real quick, but they look phenomenal. So with the black windows, the double door latches, I'm hoping the windows don't blow out this time. So that's our game plan. This is what we got going on, but paint's looking good. We got our buddy Clay car. He's getting stuff going. Are you gonna jump so they can see you? Cameron, you gotta come look at this. See y'all later. All right guys, so we dropped the front end off. We weren't allowed to get no video inside there. I didn't ask, but there was a lot of projects going on right now. There was a lot of people working, and I didn't want to just bomb in there and pull a camera out on everybody. So we will be getting a video whenever we go pick it up. I got hooked up with Chris, Project Prime. Y'all know he did our last video for the No Prep Kings season 4. We were down at Bradenton. He came and shot and edited that video. I did not know that they did wraps. I didn't know that they did logos, stickers, vinyls, everything. So I'm happy to be able to get hooked up with him. He's ready to knock it out of the park. Told him that we needed to put the decals on the front end, and we needed to get the sponsor logos around the car. We got an awesome theme we're coming out with for all sponsor logos, so that's going to be cool there. And we're going to get ready to put this thing back together and start testing. If you haven't done it already, make sure you go over to our website, www.justiswanstrom69.com. Go get your merch, guys. Wear your merch proud. We're trying to get everything shipped out. We got a little bit behind on shipment, but we are getting caught up. We got Hitchhiker on board. I brought her on full time now. I got Kyle on full time. We're doing big things. We're getting ready for season 5 of No Prep Kings. I'm excited to see what the car is going to look like, all completed white. Next week we go up and we pick the Proline motor up. We got Swan Talk coming back with me and my dad as your host, and we'll be bringing guests on throughout the season. So dude, there's a lot of things happening here, and I can't do it without y'all. So if you haven't done it already, smash that subscribe button and turn them bell notifications on, so when we post a video, y'all will be able to see it. But I'm Justin Swanstrom, and I will see y'all at the next one. Peace.